What's up, people? This is The Last House on the Left. I am your host, Ben Sontag. This is where I kick it with my friends, kill time, and speak what's on my mind. I can't believe I got through the intro without messing it up.
Yeah, me neither.
A couple times.
When did you come up with that?
A couple weeks ago. So, yeah, welcome everyone. You know, I don't know when this is going to come out because we had a lot of trouble. Mainly I had a lot of trouble setting all this stuff up. So, this is kind of a rough draft. This is the first episode. Who knows if me even having a podcast is even going to, you know, if it's going to go anywhere, but I'm excited, man.
Idea.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if it's a good idea yet.
Yeah, well, this might not even reach the masses, you know. Depends upon how we see what will happen and stuff. So, anyways,
and
friends.
always the first episode is always a little shaky.
Yeah. True. But, yeah, I'm hoping to get, like, boom mics that I can, like, attach to the table and make it look like an actual podcast thing, kind of like yours.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, that'd
but,
be good.
Yeah,
also, the boom mics, you can move them around easier instead of holding them like this. Like, right here, I feel like Britney Spears.
Yeah, well, it's funny because, like, with all the worship leading and stuff I've done, like, back in the past, like, I've always had, like, a guitar or a bass in my hands. So it's very strange, like, holding the mic like this.
You can hold your guitar if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, let's go get it. Wait, pause it. Let me go up. Yeah, so I always thought that podcasting was, like, kind of a cool idea. But I was kind of hesitant to do it because I'm like, does anyone really want to hear me speak? And then I was like, but hey, I want to do it just because. And the first reason why you're my first guest, bro, not only because you're one of my best friends, but you did podcasting before anyone else did. So
I was the very first person to ever do a podcast.
Yeah, I hold it a little closer, I think.
Like this?
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
I love your monotone voice.
It doesn't change any pitches at all. Like, it's the same pitch the entire time.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Probably.
Also, I'm sorry for the heavy breathing.
I need to inflect my voice more. But, no, you were talking about me?
Yeah, I was talking about you, bro.
What would you say? What were you saying?
Yeah,
before?
so you did podcasts before really anyone, man.
Yeah, I started it because it was a fun, creative outlet. And as I developed it, it became something much more. And it's just like this show. It's not, you know, all what your vision is cut out to be from jump. It takes some time.
True, because
Like,
I have no clue where this is going to go. So,
like, I just interviewed 10 friends of mine until it turned into, you know, me finding people on Instagram that looked interesting and me making connections with people. Because the cool thing about social media is you can, like, reach out to whoever you want to. And
yeah.
Especially if you have something that you want or something to ask. If they're not a dick, they'll, you know, converse with you.
Yeah, well, how do you... Because if some people don't know about Greg's podcast, we could give you a quick...
Yeah, I used to do a podcast, but essentially it was...
Did you stop?
Like 50 episodes. Originally I stopped because I was, like, moving out of my house and I was getting a new job and I was graduating all at the same time and I just had no space for anything creative.
Oh, okay.
And so then 9 months go by, almost a year. But I have in a whole different place in life now, and I'm starting to get into recording YouTube videos, but all my podcast episodes are still out there, and who knows, I could be coming back for more. Yeah. I've played around with a few ideas of how it would look, but it was essentially an interview show where I talked to, like, coaches, performance people, athletes, business owners, anybody who knew about setting goals and what it would take to accomplish them. And the show is called Sets and Reps, and you can still listen to it and find it on Spotify.
Also, I don't know if we can edit this out if it's, like, really boring or something, but how do you get it on Spotify? Because I know you did the Anchor app, right? Is that still...
Yeah, I think it's called Spotify for creators now, but
okay.
More and more people are coming out with podcasts every single day. It's stupid. Not everybody like sticks to them. Obviously, I stuck to mine for at least 50 episodes. Apparently, there was some kind of statistic, I forget what it was, but there's a certain percentage of people that like don't even stick with their podcast like past 10 episodes.
Oh, well.
So
I hope I make it a 10 for you guys, for all my fans. Right now, actually, we have no fans. But a couple people know. A couple people know what's going on. I'm going to try to do a better job of centering the mic around my luscious lips.
Yeah.
But that's cool, man. I think...
So yes, you can still... my point was that they make it easy and easier. They make it easier and easier for creators to put their content out there.
Cool, man. Being a musician and stuff, you would think I would know like how to do like basic like mic setups, and I really can't. So that's why like it's nice because like half of my friends are like engineers. Whether it's I know that that's people that are engineers are probably like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but at least like I think of like Rob, Josh, Ryan, they're all engineers, so they can do basic, or even like software people, like even like Chris and Scott would be able to figure this out. But there's a learning curve, so I'm hoping that there can be a lot of good fruit that would come out of all this and stuff. But
well, it's like there's so many aspects of different things. Like I'm a chef, and I'm not a chef. I cook, and I like to cook, and I'm good at cooking, but I've never cooked an octopus before. So
I had calamari though over the weekend.
Yeah, for the first time.
Me and the guys went to Wallace Sands, so I think I had calamari.
First of all, also I'd like to say you.
Oh no, I know what he's gonna say. I know where this is going.
Text me in like the middle of the afternoon. He's like, "Hey."
Go ahead. This is good.
You didn't respond to me. I thought.
Did
you want to go to the beach? Like why didn't you want to go to the beach? You didn't respond to me. And this guy has like more group chats than there are Smiths in the Yellow Pages. So
I don't think I was that
not
many, do I?
I was not in whatever group chat.
You're in Shit's Going Down.
No, I'm
not.
No,
I swear to God, bro.
No,
you must be.
Nope.
Who's in Shit's Going Down? It's me.
Not me.
Shane, Greg, Dan, Ryan, Vitor, Lapa.
You just said my name and I'm not there.
Dude, alright, well, where's my phone?
You're gonna pull it up now on the episode.
Where's my phone? Actually, that's probably not a good look, huh?
But, no, it doesn't matter. The point is that you had calamari and it was good.
Yeah, so I actually got sick?
Sorry. You got sick after eating it?
And I'm a little nervous.
And I'm a little drunk.
No, not yet. We could do an episode with that, though. We should have, I should have gotten myself another drink, because... What are you drinking? That's like a Sam Adams...
Yeah, it's a Sam Adams. You can go get a drink now. No.
Yeah.
Edit it if you want.
Yeah, maybe we'll grab it in a second. But, I guess that is true. So the whole thing was, I thought you were in that group chat, Shit's Going Down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, because me and Greg originally, we planned to do this like a while ago, and I could never get all the, I'm just a very, like, I feel like in general, like, I'm okay with time management. But when it comes to you and me, we're kind of just like, are we going to make this happen or are we not? Because, like, you live in Milford now. A good amount of our friends that we hang out with are, like, right... I mean, we're coming to you from Londonderry in our basement. But Londonderry's not really in the Milford area anymore. But a lot of the... everyone from high school and stuff or all my close friends are basically from Milford.
I'm 37 minutes out. Everybody moved away from me. We were actually neighbors.
Yeah, me and Greg grew up together in church together at Light of the World in Milford, and our families were really close for a while. We went. I kind of went to private schools all my like school years and whatnot, and then a couple years after I graduated, so me, Greg, and three other of our friends, probably all of them that will be on the podcast. Anyway, so I've known Greg for forever. He's been a day one. But me, Greg, Josh, Rob, and Ryan, who will all be on the podcast at some point, all have we all used to live together in Greg's house when his parents moved to. Is it South or North Carolina? I keep forgetting.
South Carolina. I grew up in Milford, and my parents moved away about a year ago.
Keep going, sorry.
and we, for the most part, kept Ben in the backyard.
Yeah.
Tied up.
Jeez.
With his feet in the air.
Why are my feet in the air? Also, I hope my
You
feet
got
aren't
tickled
showing.
by the coyotes.
Because I have
Wait, lift them up?
Actually, my toenails don't look that bad. Usually I have troll feet. But, I don't know.
You're going to want to keep socks on
Yeah.
next time.
Well, if you keep socks on.
It's bad for the viewers.
Sorry, guys.
Episode
Episode 1, we're working through things,
We are going through it. Yeah, so I had 4 roommates, including Ben, and it was fun. It was my childhood home, and I'd never had roommates before, but it was pretty lit.
It was definitely interesting because, we definitely saw, another aspect of each other all moving in together and stuff.
Yeah, we got closer for sure.
Yeah, because I know, we're all, pretty close now, but, I obviously know Rob pretty well, and me and Josh me and Josh are probably best friends, I would say. But also, you could throw Josh into your, I don't know, what your friend to your category is.
I have 5 really, really good friends, and that's all I feel like.
And then, a lot of acquaintances and stuff.
I don't even know what the word acquaintance means. Just someone that you know, that you're cordial with.
Yeah, I feel like that's a perfect definition.
I don't know. You have friends, people from work that when you spend time with them at work, you make time enjoyable. You enjoy talking to them because you have to be with them all day. But it's you don't go and get food with them, or you don't watch movies with them or anything like that outside.
You don't go out of your way to spend time, which is always I guess not always, but sometimes isn't a bad thing.
Do you feel like you'd rather have a ton of friends that you can kind of swipe through the roster type of thing, or is
I like that swipe through the roster?
Because I definitely just I have my lovely girlfriend and like I said, 5 people that I would on any given day could spend time with, and we could do anything.
Yeah. On a random note, that would be another cool. Also, this is a thing. If I keep doing the podcast and whatnot, I'm gonna be. I'm thinking every 5 episodes, I want to have a couple on and call each episode third wheeling, so I can have you and Kaylee on, or Rob and Amelia,
Oh my God.
Josh and Amara. God, there's so many. If I leave you out, I'm sorry. Dan and Cass.
Kim and Kanye. Brad and Angelina.
Brandon, Jail, all those, Joe, Emily, all those cats.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
What were you asking me? Yeah, so I think, I don't know, me and you are... Also, I'm sorry to bring this up, guys, but his water bottle pisses me off. It's literally like he's drinking out of a gas tank. How many gallons is that, bro?
Excuse me. This is 1 gallon.
It's only 1 gallon?
And in order to stay hydrated, my body needs water.
This is why I wanted you on, because you know how to talk, bro. And your family's always been really good socially, and your dad's a pastor too, so that you've always been pretty good with words and stuff.
So funny. Yeah, it's funny because I feel that way, but I also am extremely introverted and at the same time. And I've been working my job for 4 or 5 years now. I'm a personal trainer, and I have other coworkers that are do the same job as me, but they're much more approachable.
Excuse me, I think the mic picked that up. I'm sorry, guys.
Did you just fart?
No, I burped. My bad, guys. Sorry. Anyways, I love it. Personal trainer.
Anyways, I'm not too approachable at times, and that's my bad. But sometimes I tend to have what they would call a raging bitch face.
You think you have an RBF, you think?
Ruthless bitch face.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
No,
I don't know, bro.
No, I'm more.
I think you're pretty
serious.
kind and very social.
Yeah.
Or you're very friendly, I guess.
For the most part, when I'm working, I'm with a client directly.
Yeah.
So anyone that wants to try to come fuck with me is a mosquito, at that
But
point.
that makes sense though, because you're like on the clock with that
Yeah.
specific person,
Exactly.
and so I wouldn't know anything about that world. But it's like depending upon like which client you have, sometimes they're like really on, like regimented in
Yep.
in the context of.
Or they're like more laid back and they want to talk and have a
Yeah.
conversation.
Or they show up late, right? I'm sure people show up late all the time.
all the time. But it's okay.
Do they run? Do you let them run late too? Or?
It's okay.
Are they stacked? By the way, do you stack them like back to back? Because how many clients do you have right now?
So on
A week.
Sundays, I probably have like 8, 9. So
And then you get there.
Tuesdays I have like 4. Tuesdays, Thursdays I have 4, and then I'm of course working a second job during the week too.
Right.
I'm a PTA.
Once again, I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of skipping back around, but skipping back to what you were saying. I think I'm a little bit more. I don't know if this is. I don't think this is a bad thing to say. I think I'm a little bit more social, and like I live and die by like social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember one time we were talking about this at the
That's
house.
why I feel like you have more friends than I do.
Yeah, but maybe you have deeper quality of friends than I do. I have a lot of deep friends though. But also that's just sometimes the way you're wired.
Out of all the people that you're friends with, in my opinion,
Yeah.
you are deeper than all of them.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Also, by the way, is calling someone buddy kind of cringy? Because sometimes it seems like
I used to hate that when someone called me buddy.
Yeah.
When someone called me buddy, especially if they were older than me, or
dude, that's what my boss does.
either they were older than me or not
Shout
that
out to
much
you, man.
older than me, they called me buddy, and I just felt so.
It seems
like,
a little condescending, right?
yeah, belittled.
Yeah.
But now I'm pretty chill. Try not to let things stress me out too much.
Yeah, I mean, you have a great vocabulary, so you have a lot of unique names to call people, depending upon your mood and. You know,
Vagabond.
I don't even know what that word is, but it sounded cool.
I don't know what vagabond means. I think it means.
Oh, you should have said. All right, edit that out then.
No, I'm not gonna edit it out. I think it means like poor person. I think it literally means poor
Like a
person.
peasant?
I'm gonna look it up.
Anyways, but what I was trying to say, Greg, is I remember one of the times where we were, to mention this. Also, by the way, Greg's going to
Also,
be.
how long are my legs gonna be crossed like this?
I don't know. Also, that's really hard for me to do, crossing my legs. This is literally a stretch. Like, literally a stretch for me because my thighs are so huge.
Get those hips mobile, bud.
I
I did leg day yesterday, and I hiked 3 miles.
Jeez. I
That
ran
was
on the
not
beach
fun.
for like 25 minutes with the guys, and I was like,
Did
my
you-
feet hurt.
Did you lay with your belly out?
No, I kept my
In this cold weather?
shirt on actually.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I started to sweat a little bit, but I'm getting there. Anyways, so I've been trying to say this for I don't know how long we've been doing the
your
podcast.
toes are in the camera.
Oh,
now.
sorry guys. Don't want to tempt anyone. Don't want to make anyone stumble. But one time when we were at the house, right? We were snowed in, right? So no one had anywhere to go. It was like me, you, Rob. There I go naming names, people. Anyways, so it was me, Greg, and a couple of our other friends that we were living with at the time. And someone went online. I think it was you, Greg. Like, do you know that there's like 6 or 7 different types of like males in the world? There's like sigma male, beta male, alpha male. Was there gamma? Was that one of
Yeah.
them?
We did a podcast.
Oh yeah, so that was another funny thing too.
Well, no, that was on the podcast, I think.
Was it? Well, no one saw that. Let's be honest.
I know, no one saw that.
Me and Greg and the other guys, when we were all living together, tried to do a podcast, and it was too hectic for many reasons. I think because we had to work around like 5 people's schedules, and then like we were just inconsistent and blah blah blah. But what I'm trying to say after all this like shenanigans is that like you literally are a sigma male, and it's the definition of a sigma male is kind of like a lone wolf that like does their thing, and they have their interests and like their little not that being a sigma male. I think it's just here I go trying to talk about, this is how Sigma males operate. And,
I don't like the term Sigma male because it's.
I think it's cool though because you're a lone wolf.
It's oversaturated on like Instagram and shit, and you just see like. It's oversaturated on Instagram, and you just see like videos of people lifting, and it's like Sigma male in the comments, and it's like.
But that's you though.
Oh my god. So
but you were like that before it was cool. No. You just jumped on the bandwagon.
I have a like emotional side to me.
Yeah, but in general, like you, like dude,
I
have
feelings. I have feelings.
I know you have feelings. But what I'm trying to say is that
I'm
when
like a sea cucumber.
Hilarious, bro.
Because I can feel the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, what were you saying?
I lost my train of thought when you said cucumber? Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. It's crazy, like, the depths of, like, your lungs when you're, like, laughing. You can just hear, like, the inner wheezings of your soul. Not really.
Yeah, they're just, like,
I don't know.
Holding on for dear life.
Once again, as I'm always getting sidetracked, maybe I do have a little bit of ADHD. I don't know.
Maybe.
But,
do you think you're undiagnosed? Is anyone...
No, I've never got, like...
ADHD?
Uh-huh.
Any of your sisters ADHD?
No, there's one kid that we both know from way, way back that's ADHD, but he's, like, very functioning now. But...
Girls with ADHD. Just saying. Mine's a baddie.
No way she has ADHD. Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Dang.
It's a superpower, bro.
Sure. No.
You can give them a million things and they'll show you how to use every single one.
That is true because they'll always be like, they won't. Yeah, they won't be able to
stay to they won't be able to stay to a single topic.
Yeah. Anyways, so the last thing I wanted to say about about needing a lot of people like in your life, I'm always like that. But if I don't, I'm extremely extroverted in a way, you know. So I love like making connections with people, doing this and that. I mean, I try to be like really friendly and stuff, but also, I think I have like a lot of room to grow. You know, I think I'm like very good at talking to like jocks and like kids I grew up with, and like church people. But if it's like people that aren't like didn't grow up like me or from different backgrounds or aren't from New England, I think that'd be like somewhere where I could like improve on. Mm-hmm. But why are you giving me that look? I feel like that's not. Is that a shallow thing to say?
Is it because they have a different color too?
I mean, there's a lot of white people in New England, bro.
I'm just kidding.
There's not a lot of diversity here, guys. You know.
There's no.
I'm sorry, you know it's not our fault. We are the frozen children.
That's true.
Yeah. It
is freezing.
I feel like
you thrive off of social interaction.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of always been me. But you kind of already knew that.
Let me take a sip of water.
But sometimes, like in a funny way, when I have Shane and Dan on, the other guys that like live here with me, sometimes I'm like, yeah, let's have a party or a cookout or whatever. We'll have everyone come over, and then I'm like, I have this like funny. I don't know if it's kind of funny, but it's like a little bit of like naivete. Is it naivete or naivete?
I think it's naivete. Naivete.
Where I'm just like, I'm just gonna invite everyone I want, and everyone's gonna mix well, and everyone's gonna do fine because I'm there, and I'll be the buffer. And that just doesn't always work, you know.
That's so self-aware of you.
Yeah. Well, it took a while. I kind of wanted to do a podcast almost a year ago, but I just didn't know what to do. I didn't have the resources. I think also another really funny thing is that like, and I only noticed it till this year, like right before I started going to therapy. But I was like, yeah, I'm a verbal processor. I know, and you're just like... And it's like, you want to talk about your emotions and your thoughts and your existential crises and all this stuff? It's like, well, yeah, that's how I operate.
That's so funny. I didn't even know that...
Oh, come on, bro. You definitely knew that I was a verbal processor.
Well, I mean, I never...
Because I like talk too much.
I never put it to Well, yeah, someone that talks too much.
Greg, it was so funny.
It's so confusing, though.
I was with my therapist, and then like I was sort of talking about whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, I love talking to people. I love, communicating, and I'm an extrovert, I think, and I think I'm a verbal processor. And then my therapist goes, "You think?" And I go, "Sorry, that wasn't professional." I'm like,
That's funny.
"You're right, though.
That's funny.
You're definitely right."
That's funny.
Fun fact: anyone who doesn't know, I do go to therapy. I've been going for 6 months, and it is the best thing for you.
Me too.
And I used to be like scared about because I was always the emotional kid with like our friends because I was just like, my dad's a big softie. Sorry, Richard, but Dick Sontag. That'd be interesting if I did a podcast with my dad.
I did.
I guess we should worry about just getting. I'm sure I've said that like 5 times.
This episode
Let's get this person on. Let's get that person on. It's like, Ben, you don't even know. You barely know how to like open up your Mac. You don't even.
This is so funny. I could be out of the room right now, and I would be cracking up right now listening to him.
Yeah. To him?
You bitch.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, bitch. Also,
so you were telling us about therapy. I'm also going to therapy, but I think Ben was going for longer than me.
Well, didn't you think you thought about it for a little while? I needed to go to mental therapy. I needed to go to therapy because I needed to address some things about my mental health, which is totally fine, and stuff I've been working through.
Yeah.
But also, it's good because like you can go to therapy and not be struggling about whatever.
Yeah.
Or having an existential crisis, or.
I've gotten to the point. I've gotten to the point with my therapist that like all the things that we were working on are kind of like she's running out of stuff to like say because because we've worked on it though. Like
you've already crossed
I'm
that.
decent now. So we do like every 2 weeks. Like we meet once every 2 weeks for an hour.
Sorry, that was kind of loud.
45 minutes. And mine's virtual.
You never met in person?
I met one in person, but
do you do it through BetterHelp? Because I know that's all online, right? No. BetterHelp sponsor.
The sponsor for today's video.
We have no sponsors, by the way. No sponsors.
No, there's a counseling place in Milford that I go to, but I saw that my therapist in person 3 times, and then she was like, "Your problems are far too grave for me to deal with," and then she yeeted herself out of there.
What? Wait,
I'm just kidding. She left.
Wait, she said your problems were too much to deal with?
No. She was
I'm being gullible.
She was moving locations. So I had to go to a new therapist. And so this new therapist doesn't have any online in-person availability. So I was like, "Oh,
is she local? Is she from the area?"
I don't know. I think so. She just works online. Some people want to work from home.
One thing I gotta mention on a random note is the tattoo on your left pec. Is that the new one, or is it the one on the right that's the new one?
The one on my left pec is the dragon. I'm just gonna pull my titty out for the camera.
Yep. Come on, baby. Well, can it see? Well, I guess you have your phone in front of you. So. You want to talk about tattoos for a sec?
Sure. I have 2 tattoos. I have a dragon on my chest, and I have a samurai on my other chest.
Which one was first?
The samurai was first, and I got it to showcase my love for. Sorry, it's very disrespectful of me.
Okay.
I got it. Yawn out real quick. I got it to show my appreciation for the Japanese culture, and samurais are really cool, and I like everything that they stand for, and I read a lot of Japanese books, and I'd like to go to Japan one day, and the same thing with the dragon. Both these tattoos are like in the traditional Japanese style. Dragons, mean a lot of things to a lot of different people.
What does it mean to you?
To me, I guess it just means having...
Did you not silence your phone, you dingus? I hope this is all recording, by the way. I did hit the red button, so...
It's not. Yeah, it's 36 minutes.
How long do you want to go for? I could do an hour and a half. Is that too long?
No, I don't want to do an hour and a half.
Alright, we'll do an hour then.
So... Plus, it's also 8:30.
Sorry. No, we gotta go watch Black Mirror.
Big horse black
I'll
beer.
make you another cocktail.
We'll have another beer.
Beer, yeah.
So yeah, what does dragons mean to me? I guess like just endurance, energy, like a whole big thing that you can't stop if it's coming in your direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Is that like what it signifies in Japanese culture, or?
bro, they have different color dragons that mean different things. Like it's much deeper than I like understand, but the samurai like stands for loyalty and strength and like kind of servitude towards one thing.
Oh, okay.
Which I right now am, I guess, in servitude to my job and my like.
You're a slave.
Yeah, basically. Helping people.
Yeah.
Learning about people. Learning skills. Building skills.
So how long? I'm trying to think. Because your brother has tattoos, right?
Yeah.
How many does he have?
I think he has. Well, I know he has a big piece on his shoulder.
What is that of?
I'm pretty sure it's like.
Was that his first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's like armor that goes down his arm.
Oh, that's not his shoulder. Oh, yeah, this is shoulder. Sorry.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah. Also, quick PSA.
I don't know, I forget who came first. Whose tattoo came first?
Yeah. Sorry, quick PSA, my friends. The last house on the left is just a little like window into just how I live my life and all the great relationships.
As a verbal processor.
Yeah, as a verbal processor, correct. So if you are turned off or a little bent out of shape by certain words or phrases, I apologize. I'm sorry if I offended you or people bother you. But I think it's good to have and live life kind of authentically in a way where there is room for growth and different things. But this is just, once again, it's just a look into our lives and how we live it. So we're going to sometimes say wild stuff. Hopefully nothing too crazy.
No.
Hopefully nothing that will get us canceled. Not like we have any huge platforms. At least I don't.
Before we wrap it up, you want to tell me about your tattoos?
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, so I have 6. 1, 2, 3. I have 6 tattoos. Yeah. So it was funny because out of all I'm one of 5. If anyone doesn't know, I have 4 sisters. So my sister Mariah was the first one to get tattoos, and I am gonna call her out here because I think it's a little bit funny. So she got a tattoo. I don't know if you know this, Greg. She got a tattoo without my parents knowing because my parents are kind of, they're a little like old school at the time. They were very old school about like tattoos and, you know, that whole vibe and culture of, you know, whether it's body modification. I don't just, well, actually now that I think about it, tattooing is that technically considered body modification?
Yes.
Because in the tattoo world, body modification is like gauges or all this other crazy stuff, like studs you can put in your...
Well, it's still your skin that you're modifying with imperfections.
Anyways, so my sister got a tattoo, didn't tell my parents, and then the mom of one of her friends saw her post on Facebook and then told my parents. So it was quite the uproar at the time because it was very much like, how could she do this? And oh my God, she's looking like the world. And so I got my first tattoo. I won't do like a huge tattoo tour because my sleeve could have been better. My guy is kind of local. His name's Kevin McKeating. So he used to work at right down the street off Main Street at Precision Body Arts, and then he moved to Tattoo Angus in Manchester. I want to get another tattoo actually very soon, but I kind of have like so I got the first my first tattoo, the lion. Faith is not silent. With the Faith is not silent banner underneath it. And that was kind of my first. That was my first tattoo, and it's funny because I got my tattoos actually kind of young, right? Because you've had the samurai tattoo for
like 4 years now.
Yeah, and you're 24, 25. I think I got my first tattoo when I was 18.
Okay.
18 or 19. Because after I graduated...
That makes sense.
I was working at Target at the time.
You're the type to do everything as fast as possible when you're legal enough for it.
What make you see that? Are you saying that because I didn't drink underage and now I'm just very much a connoisseur? Yeah, I have a full sleeve now, but I started kind of with one tattoo, and in a good way. I wanted to have a tattoo that like kind of resembled my faith and something I could talk about and whatnot. And I got a couple other ones that have to do with my walk with God, and I've had a lot of cool conversations from them. But I kind of I wanted, when I get a tattoo, there has to be meaning behind it, or else, because me, I'm just like an over emotional extrovert, etc. Someone, blah blah blah.
And gamma male.
What is a gamma male though?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not a beta male.
Yeah, you are.
Am I a beta male because I said I'm not a beta male?
Yep. You fell into it there.
Well, I'm not a sigma male because if no one texted me on Snapchat for a couple days, like, did I do something wrong? I just really can't. Well, I think tattoos are cool. They're really awesome. You don't have to have meaning behind them. I wanted to just because that's kind of how I go. Did I inspire you at all to get a tattoo? By the way, I don't know if I've ever asked you this question.
I don't think so. No.
Damn, really?
The show Ink Master inspired me to get my second one though.
Yeah, because both of yours are color. Mine is just black and white. Well, black and gray, whatever. Well, yeah, because you're
flowers. Mine's got flowers.
Yeah, you got like red, and then you got like, is that blue or green?
This is blue.
But also, I got it in the best place. If anyone wants to get their first tattoo and they're looking like where to put it on their body, I would put it on your shoulder because you have so much, regardless of whether you're jacked or not. You have like a lot of like just tissue there. So like when they're whatever stenciling it in, I don't know what the word.
It's nice to hear you use the word tissue when it comes to the human body.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Because tissue is like muscle tissue, skin.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, but I feel like getting it on my shoulder was the best part because it was very.
You have enough space.
Well, it doesn't hurt as much because you don't have as many like veins and stuff to work around. And so my second tattoo, when I got satisfied, like it's like way up my armpit, even though when they're fading it, huh?
Probably hurt like a bitch.
It felt weird. The weirdest. So obviously, like it hurt because it's like inside of your arm, so it's like more tender and stuff.
Yeah.
But when Kevin was doing it, he was like, so they're like, and then they wipe it away with the alcohol thing.
Yeah.
Well, because he was like it's not like way up my armpit.
Oh man.
But it's definitely at the start of it. So
it's still sensitive when they're wiping it, so it's like.
Oh, I know. So I was like kind of ticklish. I'm very ticklish. But when he was doing it, I was like kind of chuckling.
Wait, let me hit record.
Because he was always like wiping it with like my armpits are just very sensitive. So I was like, and then he was like, "Are you doing okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just it's just like an awkward pain." When I was like, which it was hurting, but it was kind of like funny because when he was like wiping it, it was kind of whatever. But
my artist kept telling me not to like move around or breathe.
But I think it's funny because my most painful one was actually when I got like the coat of arms, which was like so stupid in retrospect. Not stupid, because I'm glad like I kind of have a full sleeve right now, even though like the inner crux of my. What is this called, bro? This thing, like, not your elbow, but the other side of.
I mean, it's the crux of your elbow, the pit of your elbow.
The pit, yeah, whatever. The pit of the elbow. It's like when I was getting this done. Did I tell you this, bro? Like I said, this is my 6th tattoo, so I've been around the block, same guy or whatever. And when they were doing this right here, like the stenciling for the right underneath like my name, I got like nauseous, dude. And I always, because I was like, make sure you come in, you have a lot of water to drink, you got a full stomach or whatever. And I had like a big breakfast and whatever, and I
some big bacon and a big potato and some eggs.
Yes, sir. Some Yukon potatoes
and some kielbasa in the omelet with some peppers and onions, caramelized onions.
Yeah,
some steak tips.
Greg's just going through what he makes like every morning.
That's some steak tips.
You're a big kielbasa guy.
Bro, I love the kielbasa. I ain't even Polish. Yeah.
Anyways, if you want to get tattoos, I can hook you up with someone. Also, I get like a lower discount at rate. because like I was from like one of his older clients before he moved over to Tattoo Angus. So he always does me a solid. But I think, like I said, I just want to get like my arm fully done. Also, I would love my elbow done. If anyone's gotten their elbow done, please let me know what would be a good design because, excuse me, I know it's going to be...
You want your actual elbow done, like the bony?
Yeah, because I'm like, my elbow's naked. You know, and the crooks of my... Here, it's a sleeve, but it's kind of like in disrepair.
Just get it blacked out.
What am I, Ollie Sykes?
My tattoo artist, every time he tattoos me, he's like, I'll black out your nipple for free.
What?
Yeah.
What in God's name?
I'll black out your nipple for free.
Oh my
I always
God.
offer everybody to do it, and nobody will do it.
Yeah, jeez.
Just the thought of that.
Well, anyways,
Cool.
This has been the first episode, guys, of The Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm your host, Ben Sontag. This is Greg Gdanian, Sets and Reps. Greg builds skills on Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on, brother, and, hopefully this will be one of many to come. Huh?
Appreciate you, man.
All right, appreciate you, bro.
Have a good day.
We out. Peace.